This video is made to be watched either with or without sound. In the last video, we ended with the 7th year of Artaxerxes. We discovered that this was not Artaxerxes Longimanus, son of Xerxes, as is commonly taught, but Cambyses I, father of Cyrus the Great. We showed that the 7th year of his reign, when he let Ezra return to Jerusalem, synchronizes to the 25th year of their captivity, and the visions of returning to Jerusalem to restore worship found in Ezekiel chapters 40 through 48. We can begin to place Ezra and Nehemiah into their proper historical context by first realizing that Artaxerxes, the Persian king of Anshan, was filling in for Nebuchadnezzar in Babylon for 7 years while he was incapacitated after his second dream. In the 7th year of Artaxerxes, which was the 25th year of Jehoiachin's captivity, which was the 33rd regnal year of Nebuchadnezzar, in the year that Ezra was allowed to return to Jerusalem, Nebuchadnezzar's army ended its 13-year siege on the city of Tyre, which had begun the year after Babylon destroyed Jerusalem. The next year, Nebuchadnezzar regained his sanity, and he was humbled from his earlier great pride. Nebuchadnezzar praised and honored God, saying, "His dominion is an everlasting dominion, and his kingdom endures from generation to generation. All the inhabitants of the earth are accounted as nothing." And he does according to his will among the host of heaven and among the inhabitants of the earth. And none can restrain his hand or say to him, "What have you done?" And now I, Nebuchadnezzar, praise and extol and honor the King of heaven, for all his works are right, and his ways are just, and those who walk in pride he is able to humble. Nebuchadnezzar's honor and splendor returned to him. He was restored to his kingdom, and excellent majesty was added to him. The next year, in the 35th regnal year of Nebuchadnezzar, which was the 27th year of Jehoiachin's captivity, Ezekiel said, "In the 27th year, in the 1st month, on the 1st day of the month, the word of the Lord came to me. Son of man, Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, made his army labor hard against Tyre. Every head was made bald, and every shoulder was rubbed bare, yet he did not receive wages. The city of Tyre consisted of 2 parts, the first part on the mainland, and the second part was a protected island about a half a mile offshore. This walled island had sheltered harbors on both the north and south, and was well suited for protecting its people and its wealth during long sieges. Necessary supplies could be obtained by ship, making a siege less effective. Since Nebuchadnezzar's army was not able to plunder Tyre's wealth, God said, "Therefore Nebuchadnezzar shall take away her, Egypt's, wealth, carry off her spoil, and remove her pillage, and that will be the wages for his army." Ezekiel 29:19. The next year, in late fall, early winter, Pharaoh Hophra's army revolted against him while in Cyrene, Libya. Hophra sent his general Amasis to put down the revolt, but instead, the rebelling army convinced Amasis to be their king. So Amasis became the new pharaoh. Then 2 years later, in the 38th regnal year of Nebuchadnezzar, which was his 37th accessional year, Nebuchadnezzar invaded Egypt. We have a partial clay tablet that is housed in the British Museum that reads, "In the 37th year of Nebuchadnezzar, he went to Egypt to make war. Amasis, king of Egypt." Here's a link to a 3-minute video that explains what we mean by accessional year versus regnal year and how to identify which is being used and when. You can download this printable king chart that shows the Babylonian, Median, and Persian kings by clicking the link in the description of this video. Here's a handy snapshot of the timeline PDF that can be magnified, showing Josiah, the destruction of Jerusalem, the fall of Babylon, and the reign of Artaxerxes Longomanus. The spreadsheet format, with each row representing a year, offers a little different perspective of the years that we've been plotting on the rows of calendars that contain months and seasons. Neither of these formats allow for any wiggle room, ensuring the accuracy in both the relative and absolute chronology. You can also download the complete Bible timeline spreadsheet to see how everything fits together, year by year, from creation through the time of Christ.